Have you started using flexible units for dynamic font sizing? Let's explain. Here we have a mobile layout, and you can see that the font set will resize. If I shrink the window, the font gets smaller. If I increase it, it gets bigger, so it's more dynamic. So let's take a look at the code, how I do that. Let's say on our title we have this fixed font size. So instead of like 2.2 rem, we're going to change it to a more flexible font size. So if we do the viewport width, it would scale according to the viewport size percentage-wise. And maybe instead of 2.2, let's go like 4. So if we save that and then look at it in our browser, you can see that it shrinks down, gets really small, see up here, and then it grows really big. So what we want to do is limit that size, and we can do that with clamp. You can do a min, so like a 2.2 rem, and then do your 4 VW, and then your max, let's say 3.6. So we don't want it to get any bigger than 3.6 rems. If we save that, we can go and take a look at. Well, even here, we'd have to play with the numbers. So let's go like a 6. So yeah, you can see that those numbers change a little bit better. But at this larger size, it may not be the exact proportions that we would want. Instead of using viewport width, we have this option to use what is called the container query sizes. The container query units, you have CQW is a container's width, percentage of a container's width, CQH, container's height. So it's similar to the viewport width and viewport height. It's more specific to the container it's in. The thing about this, you have to have a context for to know, okay, what's that container's inline size. In order to make that available, we have to go to the parent to create a context for that container query. So here I have set this container type of an inline size, and that way it knows down here in the child to look for that parent container and go according to that. And we'd have to play with these numbers to really dial in where we want it. So let's go to 15. So as we scale down, you can see it's more proportional to that container. You can see that it's more in line or more proportional to that container rather than the full viewport. It gives you a little tighter control. Now this is becoming more and more available as browsers are adopting it. So let's take a look at the support for container query units. So as we see, the Chrome, Edge, Safari, Firefox, they're all supporting it. On the latest browsers, of course does not. And then if we take a look at some of these others, fringe browsers, they're not quite supporting it yet. Depending on what your needs are, the major browsers are supporting it. I'm really liking how the tight control that we have now with these container query units. Give it a try. Let me know what you think. Have a good one.